Georgia looking to convert this fourth down. A designed run for the quarterback. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And you see this more and more in football, in all sports, really, like analytics. It's the world of I'm going to go for it now.
For sure. Basketball, you shoot more threes. Baseball, try to hit for power. It's just the way it is.
Well, and at least in football, you kind of know the down and distance. You know how close you are to getting a first down. So maybe you play those percentages a little bit more, but it's definitely starting to prove itself.
Gonna run it. It's Frazier. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Johnson looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just keeps moving. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Play action on first down. Lets it fly. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense got it for on the run. Flying down the right side. At the 30. Inside the touchdown. Crimson Tide. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's reeled in. It's Frazier. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do...
There he goes! Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
They'll give it to Johnson. Shows him the stiff arm.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bulldogs in a good good spot here with second and short. Back to the ground game on the left.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line, guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Johnson wants to throw it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Going for it all. Touchdown, Dogs! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Trying play action. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Johnson looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Young. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Line getting set on 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll move the tight end. Back to pass on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm, but this passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the second half.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hamilton. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Trying to get the corner. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Toss to the outside. Running into the open space. Oh, look out on the right. The 40. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Florida State is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we saw Chief Osceola and Renegade. They're up by 16 over Tennessee. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He might want another play. To the air. It's Sorsby. Under fire. Pulls in the deep ball. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
Going to swing it on second down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes a grab past the marker. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, fourth and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll go to the toss. Oh, he's got a chance. Got the first down and more. All kinds of room to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. The quick out. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Looking downfield on first down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. He's got it down the left side. Touchdown, Bama! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hamilton. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he wants it all. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're going to run it. Picks up the first down, still moving. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Georgia.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too.
Oh, he's got some space. The 40. Past the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse. Gonna take a shot. Catch inside the 25. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The throw to the outside is complete. Touchdown time! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Hamilton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught. It's Hamilton. Still running at the 40. It's a seam wide open. He's at the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Trailing down by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not...
Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there.
Breaks into the open. The 20. Touchdown, Dogs! And the punishment has been extended.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 32 over Indiana. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes that Alabama offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he slipped through the
you'll see some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And they did tack on the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback making checks. He fires one deep over the middle. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Number 31, sets a kickoff.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. There he goes. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route. The QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Georgia on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can...
He caught it, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bama!
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see, you got your speedster out wide, you like the matchup, he sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. look at this Bulldog offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute what's important on the board.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go with a direct snap. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. Right? This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
And they're going to try to convert on 4th down, 1 for 2 so far today. This quarterback part of their running game. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on 4th down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. This time on target.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most. He'll take a shot. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown time.
If he's just running straight down the field, the thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll toss it to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Georgia going up tempo.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball.
Turning it on. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll leave it with him. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this deep...
Going deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
Good enough for a first down.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And already it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. And even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Direct snap. Runs through a tackle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
But one of the best compliments you can pay a running back is they get stronger as the game goes on. This guy's been awesome all game long, and you're seeing it here in the 4th quarter. He's trying to ice this thing and close it out, still running strong.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Grab over the middle. It's Finley. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Quarterback adapting. Still on his feet at the 45. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. Saw some green grass and was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's the handoff.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep leading the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
He'll take it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Got it in the middle, it's Horton. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. All that baby in, and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Hard running there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Guys, you want to be productive. productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
He makes a catch. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Direct snap. It's Frazier. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Now the toss. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run, but now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You've got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Johnson looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Just drives it between the uprights. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
Timeout, Georgia.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Jacobs. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man, it's Young. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Wide open downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. And this is almost certainly 4-down territory, down 6, and needing a touchdown in the point after to take the lead. He wants to throw it. Lets it fly. And it's caught in the end zone, and we're all tied up
this offense, taking almost all of the clock, tying this football game, and now get that kicker loose. No pressure at all. Go kick that thing through the uprights, and you get the big W.
Just an extra point away from taking the lead late. And the extra point gives him a 1-point lead here in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop. The coverage team up to the challenge as they put a stop to the return and an end to the game. Nissan Stadium as these two teams square off for a chance to be the champion of the Music City Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bruins offense will have the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run the sneak for it. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So the Texas Longhorns offense will take the field for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. 30. The 20. He's at the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble. And
the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off play action. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Texas! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Using his legs, it's Valentine. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Snatches it on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bruins are marching down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Young. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Give to the running back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
There he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Boy, did he just scorched that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Snagged on the outside is Sims.
No gain on the play. Third down coming up.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab. Breaks a tackle and he's got room. There he goes to the right. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Cox. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. First play of the period, first down here. He wants to throw it again. And the Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Bruins send out the punt unit. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. The toss sweep to the right. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can...
Turning it on! Nice pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks Jets with the first down.
How about the QB right there and willing to pitch it on 4th down, right? Like, doesn't take it himself, makes a really, really good read, gets the ball to his guy, and he has a little bit of space. That's a big 4th down conversion.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead.
Man, that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. I'll tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking for a gap. It's Valentine. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Oh, he's got some space. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. It'll be 3rd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Bruins will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Fires to the big fella. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break.